Hey guys, it's Francis, and I have a tribal mani collaboration for you guys. And here are some pictures of the other ladies who participated. Make sure that you go show them some love, like, subscribe. They did a really great job. And this is my individual look for this collaboration. And I went with Mayan. Over the summer, I got to go on a cruise to Mexico and Belize, and we went to some Mayan ruins there, and I thought it was just really super cool. I love the colors and the architecture, and just to know that those people were there so long ago and to walk on the same area that they did was really cool. So I started off with 2 coats of this Orly pure porcelain, and this is kind of an off-white, real cool tone neutral. And I'm going to put on some liquid latex. This is just liquid latex that I got off of Amazon in a larger bottle, and I put it in a nail polish bottle just to help put it on a little more. And the reason that I'm applying this is so that I can protect in and around my cuticle area from staining. I'm going to come in and make a huge mess in a couple minutes, and then when I'm done with that, I can just go ahead and peel it right off. Okay, next I'm going to come up with some acrylic paint. Acrylic paint is really cool to use if you don't have the nail polish colors, and it's a more inexpensive way to get the colors. And I'm going to put the colors out on, and that's a lot of paint, Francis. I'm going to put them out on my mat, and I'm going to come in with a fan brush. Now, I got this fan brush pretty cheap off of Amazon, but you can get these fan brushes pretty much anywhere at any local craft supply place, along with the acrylic paint. And I'm going to take half the brush in one of the colors and half the brush in the other color, half in the rusty color and the other half in that aqua color. And I'm going to dilute them a little bit on the mat, as you saw. That's why I was brushing it out on the mat like that. And then I'm going to come in on my finger and just go across until I get a color that I like. And as usual, as per my style, I'm going to go over it several times and just work the heck out of it because that's what I do. But I came in and I actually do like how this turned out. So I think I'm going to be using a fan brush more in the future as soon as I figure out how to work with it. So then I'm going to come in with a fast dry top coat, and this is really important because acrylic paint dries very, very matte, and if you leave it too long and it gets too dry, it'll start to flake off. And then I'm going to use this really cool Egyptian style, I know it says Egyptian style, but at the bottom there is the Mayan calendar. And if you turn it over, there's quite a few other of those Mayan images across the top. So I'm going to use just a bunch of those for this manicure. And I'm going to use a huge clear stamper. I just think it's easier for you guys to see as well as for me. And I'm using Pinguino from Esmaltes de Kelly as my stamping polish. And my idea for this one, this image was way too big, even to shrink, I think. I don't think it would have fit shrunk on my finger. So I'm going to go in and do half on one finger and half on the other finger. Well, I was trying to do half, but it ended up being a little lopsided. I still like the way it turned out though. So then I'm going to come in and clean off my plate. And I don't usually show this, but I figured today I'd show. That's Amazon and a cotton, or not Amazon. It's a cotton claw with acetone on it. A cotton claw with a cotton ball in it with acetone on it. Wow, I'm having a rough day. Anyway, I'm going to come in with the second half, and then I can position it on my finger and just press down. And I like the way that that turned out. So then I decided I didn't want the black. I'm coming in with this fresh paint. I trying to remember the name of it. In a Flash, I think is what it's called. I'll list it below. But I got this at Five Below, and it's a regular polish. It's not a stamping polish, but it's a really kind of light gold color. And I wanted to come in and double stamp that image. Obsidian and gold were really important within the Mayan culture. So I wanted to definitely bring an element of gold in there, and obsidian is black, so I thought that was kind of a cool double stamp. And I really do like the way that that turned out. And I'm going to go ahead and do that for the other side as well. And I'll be doing that for all the images coming up after. So I'm going to show you the second double stamp in regular time, and then I'm going to speed it up a little bit for you and put some music on so that you can enjoy. So when I'm all done with stamping, I'm going to come in with acetone and a cleanup brush, and I'm going to separate the paint and the stamping from in and around the cuticle area so that I don't pull up the stamping and the paint that's on my fingernail when I pull up the liquid latex. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. But I'm just going to go ahead and go in and separate. I'll still have some cleanup after this, but not the kind of cleanup I would have had if I had not put on that liquid latex. And then I saw this on a video, and I can't remember whose it was. I want to say it was Polished Panther, but I'm not sure. But someone comes in. It might be 3140 Baby Girl. I'm not sure. But they come in with their lint roller and catch that latex and pull it off, and it is a whole lot easier. And then I'm going to come in with a clear coat to protect the design. And I cleaned up a little bit more with the acetone as well, off camera. And here is my final look. And I really did like this one. I thought it was pretty cool. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. Make sure that you go check out the other ladies. I will have their information linked below. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time.